All right, so like I said, my name is Jabril, 16 years old. Right now, I want to talk about friendships. All right, I had this idea yesterday when I was driving in the car, and I was actually talking about friends because that's been a big thing for me in my life right now. And so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna just give my thoughts, and then after this video, it's probably be about 10 minutes maybe. I'll take these thoughts and structure them and then make another video where I go deeper into what I mean. So, friends, right? Now, this is something that I've been told most of my life. Oh, they're not your friends. Like that whole thing. They're not your friends. Oh, I don't talk to my friends from high school. Like, these are things that I've heard from adults. Like, you just, once high school's over, you leave that behind. And some of my friends I've known for almost 10 years. And that was due to the fact that we just went to school together. And it gets to a point where as you grow as people, and we all know this, as you grow as people, you just grow apart from certain, not necessarily those people, but just certain habits. And it just so happened that those particular habits are attached to those particular people. So it's not that you want to grow apart from them. It's just that you want to grow apart from those particular things that you were doing and things that you were into and those habits. And it comes with letting go of certain individuals. And that's a tricky thing because when you, like I said, I've known some certain people for almost 10 years, but it's is 10 years really worth me wasting however many years due to the fact that I just known these people for that long? And I don't think I don't think it is worth it. I think doing what's best for self comes first before anything. And that's a huge wide topic to even talk about, because there's people who love their friends to death and just cannot let go no matter how much it affects them mentally. And I've been one of those people too. So I understand from both sides where it's you may see a person why are you still talking to them? They're clearly not for you. They're clearly not your friend. They can't be your friend because they're too self-centered and they're too focused on their own issues, and you're just there listening to it. They're basically your dead weight, and you're just allowing that to be there, but you're calling it, you're disguising it as your friend. And so I see that side. Then on the other side, it's not so much as I see them as dead weight. I see them as a person that I could help. I see them as someone that I could fix. I see them as someone that I love. I've known for years. We've went through so much together. We've helped each other with relationship problems, or we were in other toxic friend groups and we made it out together. So I see that side as well, just as much as I see the other, is what I'm saying. And then it comes to okay, what's best for you though? And I say that to say this: I had to choose what was best for me. And it's a battle. It really is a battle, because when you just let go of someone like that, or you try to, you always, well, at least for me, I always found myself going back to those people, because it's just when you're in these moments, those in-between moments, when you're hanging out with these people and you have those in-between moments where it's damn, I shouldn't be doing this. Why am I with them right now? Or am I really putting up with this shit? Or am I really dealing with their shit? Why am I doing this, knowing that I could be over here being productive, doing things pertaining to my life, right? And then those in-between moments, once you let go of those people, those particular in-between moments that you would have, they become your continued reality. That's where you live in now. When you let go of those people, now you're actually dealing with the things that you said that you should be dealing with when you were with them. Now you're gone from them, or you let go of them as of now. Now you got to be productive. You got to keep your word. And what happens to me is, when I was trying to keep my word, I found myself slipping up. I found myself going back to those people. You know, it was almost like a drug, like an addiction. Like you're addicted to those people and the shit that they bring, because it's hard to change. It causes fear to change, to just make that quick shift, to hop over into that lane that you're unfamiliar with, but you know that you should be in it. You know that you should be there, but it's just not. Whenever you do try to be there, it doesn't sit well with you, for me at least, because I'm not used to it. Like I said, I've been dealing with certain people for years, so it's like, before I just say F them and you know, try to let go, it's, well, how can I help them? How can I make them like me and on the same path? And there's the problem. Like you can't force a person to grow. You can't quicken up the speed of their growth process at all. They have to do that for themselves. And me trying to do that for them is only slowing me down. And I had to learn that the hard way. And truth be told, I'm still learning. Like I said, this is me at my rawest. This is me being real. All right, this is me opening up. And it's hard. It's hard, man. Like when you just know someone for so long, it hits different to just let them go. And the thing about being in high school is we're all trying to find ourselves. Or at least I am. And everyone is subconsciously, whether they know it or they don't know it. See, I'm aware of what I'm doing. I'm aware that I want to find who I am, right? And it comes with opening yourself up to new things, to new people, which I've done, and I've enjoyed it. I've done things pertaining to school, like after school things, like activities and shit, like programs. And it was something that was just so different to me. I mean, uncharted waters, but it was so worth it. All right, you got to do things different. You got to change things to get different outcomes, and we know this. We were taught this, and like I said, I'm gonna get deeper into what I mean once I get these thoughts out and organize them structured correctly. You know, so yeah, it's just, I feel like it's worth the change. It's always gonna be worth the change, because put it like this: when your friends are really your friends, and you explain to them or show some type of like urge to be different, urge to do better in life, to make a difference in yourself, and you say, hey, I can't do this anymore, right? I can't be here, I can't be around here. Like, look, I love you guys, I just don't love the shit that we're doing. I don't like it, I'm done. And you go and you venture off, and you find things, and not necessarily always like the answers that you've been seeking and hoping for, but you find out things about yourself. You may find that you are not capable of necessarily keeping your word. You find that you are not capable of being alone. And when I say capable, I don't mean like you can never do that, but you're just not completely just adjusted to that. You can't adapt to that quickly. Like you can't just cut off people. You find that you have an addiction to certain habits, like gossiping, like, you know, drama shit, just sitting on the phone and just listening to people's problems, and just not even listening to problems, just creating new problems, or arguing, or anything, whether it's like with like relationship shit, like literally anything. You find that you're addicted to it because you always gravitate back towards it. You always pick up the phone and you call that person again, or if they call you, you're gonna answer. All right, you find things out about yourself. And what I want to double back to what I was saying, if they're your real friends, they won't fault you for that, for trying. Now, if they do fault you for that, then hey, so be it. Let them do that, and you get to the point where you're just strong enough to move on. And I'm gonna get deeper into all of this. I just needed to get this thought out. You know, I needed to process it all, to see where I'm trying to go with this, and hopefully it all makes sense. Like I said, I wanted to hit the 10-minute mark. I wanted to be that, so I could stretch this out and go back over it and see where I want to get deeper into it, magnify, so I could, you know, give more clarity to what I'm talking about, which I'm sure most people already know about. most people have already experienced it and are still experiencing it. So like same with myself. And yes, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'll make another video, and yes.